Oh, hang on. Uh, there.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Can
Hello,
you hear me?
Alper.
Can you hear me? That's my other name. I guess I should change it to the TPK, but that's my pseudonym for my Magic the Gathering channel.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hey.
Let me just do this. Okay. Chapstick.
Yes, that's very important.
Got it. Being on camera, so I gotta chap it up.
That's lovely. So what's your background picture of? That looks very
Just
fantastic.
just an AI castle, because Pantyhose King and all that stuff.
Yes, yes, I get you. I get you. Hey.
All right, all dolled up. I think I got everything that I needed from on mute.
You've got that saying hairy is scary.
It's from this company that I love. It's a male leg shaving razor, and
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm gonna get him on the show eventually because I want to interview him. But it is the best razor. Like honestly,
Hmm.
like it makes
Hmm. Hmm.
like a breeze,
Mm, 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 mm.
a little
Okay,
breeze.
well that's the hair thing is definitely something I want to get into at some point. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Like,
Oh my
as
God,
in to talk about. Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
essential.
definitely.
All right, taking my morning medication because I've got the mental illness. No, just kidding.
Hmm. Hmm. Stay well. It's important.
I am gonna stay well. It must be
Mm.
cold where you are, isn't it?
It's winter. Yeah, winter's come and the trees are beautiful in front of me. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling the cold.
We do not
And
have winter.
I prefer to put like more clothes on than put the heating on.
Yeah, well, we don't have winter in Florida.
Oh, is that where you are in Florida?
Yep. So right now it is.
Wow.
Well, I it is. Wow, it's a brisk 73 degrees, which I don't know what that translates to over in.
It translates as a really nice temperature. It translates
Right.
to about like, yeah, 20. Yeah, it's good. It's good. That's nice.
Yeah, I guess that's why everybody comes to sunny Florida. By the way, if I start imitating your accent,
Yeah.
forgive me. It's the sincerest form of flattery, and I watch a lot of French and Saunders. So,
Love that. Do you like Absolutely Fabulous?
yeah,
Ab Fab.
you gonna do the
Yeah.
accent? How
All
are
right.
you? How are you? Don French.
Great. Yeah, slip
You,
into it.
you're too old for this. You should have taken your cod liver oil. It's the thing about Madonna is that she's much better than you. Got better hair, better nails, better eyes, better teeth. Okay, I'm done. All right. So, whenever you're ready, we can get started.
I'm good to go. I'm good to go. The one thing to know is that I've got my online client at 3, so I'll have to head off just before 3.
Okay, which would be it's eight.
Uh,
It's 9 here now. So, how long do we have?
like 40 minutes. Is
Okay,
that
that's
cool?
fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
great, great,
whenever
great.
40 minutes, just say to me like, "Oh, I gotta go. Shut up." Okay. So, what is officially going to be your name in the video? Right.
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe I should change it. Maybe I'll change it to my, yeah.
Well, it won't show up on the screen. I just changed it here, but should it be Tights Bloke? Is that what you want to be known as?
Uh, yeah, yeah, or Keone. I'm fine either way. Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it's usually the only reason I want to say this is just for brand recognition. If you're like trying to like get people to know you as like a person,
Okay.
going
Okay.
with like the one that like you are known as would probably be the one I would suggest.
Tights bloke. Let's do tights
Tights
bloke.
Bloke. I like
Yeah,
the way
that's
it sounds too. It's very
great.
British.
Great.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So, welcome everybody to another episode of Tights from a Mind. And today we have a guest, Tights Bloke. Say,
Hey.
okay, so Tights Bloke kind of came into my orbit actually last night, and his story was just super inspiring. So, rather than tell you all about it, I would like to hear the story from Tights Bloke's mouth.
Thank you, Pantyhose King. It's a real honor to be here. Like I said yesterday, I've been very aware of your presence for a while, and you've been hugely inspiring. I think what's odd for me is that I've been wearing tights for like nearly all of my life, definitely as long as I can remember, and and yet, like, even though I was aware that there was a community of people connecting through social media, I kind of, there was something that was just really holding me back. And it's interesting because it wasn't like I hadn't been sharing my tights love with like partners and sharing with friends and actually like wearing them out and about in the street. So I don't really understand what it was, but I think there was something um about taking pictures, about stepping into the community rather than just being like a lurker, rather than just like looking at everyone else living in this community. And I was
Well,
like, okay, I want to do this.
I don't know if I would call you a lurker. Maybe you were just thinking about the reticent about necessarily stepping into the public sphere of social media because when you are living your own life in walking down the street, that's just regular old living. Stepping into
Mm,
the realm of social media is that whole heightened reality where it can
mm,
become uh you know it could possibly become transactional or competition or seedy
mm,
or or what have you. I mean,
mm,
it can also have a lot of great things too, which is what the show that we're doing here is attempting. But mind you, like just this morning I got a guy that wrote that said, oh my gosh, from the waist down, you look like a woman. I'm like, oh, thank you. And then he's like, are you a bottom? And I was like, what makes you think that you can ask me that question? He goes, well, why not? And I was like,
mm.
well, the fact that you even have to ask that question proves that you're kind of beyond me explaining anything to you. So
Yeah.
you can get a lot of that skeeve. So maybe that was it. Maybe you were, you know,
Yeah,
nervous to,
maybe.
because I'm
Yeah,
sure you got
I
approached.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think, one again, coming back to you and my sense of you as in a kind of public sphere, one of the things that I really clocked was the fact that I could see you in your beautiful tights and your body stockings and what you were wearing, and I could see your face. I felt like a real sense of, okay, well, this is a human. This is who this person is, and I think that there's a large part of, I think, not just this community, but maybe lots of communities, maybe fetish communities, maybe male-centered communities where, people have anxieties about owning that fully.
Yeah.
And I think I had to really kind of get to a point where I was able to go, okay, well, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be me. And I can make it beautiful.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. I mean, and also again, I say this to everybody, but like nobody is ever going to out you for wearing it. Like if people's biggest fear is that they're going to be discovered by an employer or a family member or what have you, and I'm like, trust me, you don't stumble upon this kind of thing.
Mm, mhm,
If you're looking for pictures of men in pantyhose,
mm.
you're probably you're
You're
probably
wanting you're wanting to see that.
yeah, sometimes I get people say, I'm just an admirer, and I'm like, oh, are you? Or are you just somebody who, you know, might be a little reticent to go out and get them, which I get, like the anxiety of buying them, and people are in situations where they don't want to necessarily have to answer to whoever they have to answer to. Luckily for
Yeah.
me, I decided very early that I wasn't going to answer to anybody because
Mm,
didn't make sense. It didn't make sense not to. And
mm,
again, I can't say that I did anything that I did on purpose. It just sort of
mm,
stumbled into it. I was like, I like seeing faces of people. I
mm,
I want to see the fact that these are, you know, human beings. And
mm.
so I just did what I did, and some might call it being, maybe a foolish youth, but in the end, it worked out all right for me, and I haven't had any bad experiences yet in regards to tights being held against me. So
Yeah.
I can say that it's a good step you're taking. But my ego was so touched by the fact that you told me that I had such a part in getting you to do it, which never gets old to hear. I'm not gonna lie. Like it means the world to me because it makes me think, okay, I'm doing something that is making a difference, and I'm not just a complete and total whore that loves to have like people looking at me and admiring me and telling me like, oh, how beautiful I look in them. No, no, I'm also a helpful person too, and a
Definitely.
slut. Yes.
Helpful slut, a handy slut. No, but it was hugely inspiring, and I've a lot of my work, a lot of my journey has been around exploring the notion of shame and where shame lives in us, and also what the shame is to do with, and especially my own journey around having this aspect of me that was really important and was not going anywhere, but feeling incredibly alarmed and scared and embarrassed about sharing this with anyone.
Hmm.
And what that shame then does to us, what it kind of blocks, what it stops. So, what I see with you and what I think is so beautiful and what I have so much respect to you for is that in moving through that really well and successfully, just what a beacon you provide to everyone else.
That means a lot to me. I think that shame is the great stifler. I think it can prevent people from becoming uh, actualized. And
Yeah,
I think that rejecting something that is as deep rooted as the tights pantyhose fetish that we all have. I know I get in trouble for calling it a fetish. You know, whatever you want to call it or whatever. I'm saying
interest, fascination,
yes,
love. Yeah.
it starts out as a fetish. Okay, maybe it evolves into a fashion thing. For me,
Mm.
you know, I mean, yeah, I want to look nice in them, but like at the end of the day, I'm like, I sure am horny when I'm getting out of my fashion, like my fashion conscious outfit. I mean, so I mean, I maybe am a little bit on the fetishy side.
Mm,
I'm
mm.
trying to be more respectful to the fact that there are people out there who get actual piece of their personality by dressing in clothing that fits them. And which, by the way, are you wearing tights today, right now?
I am. Do you know what? In honor of this and in
Yeah.
honor of you, I opened a new packet. I was
Oh,
like, I'm not having any concerns as to if there are snags, if there are like little bobbly bits from like my trousers. So I'm gonna tilt my camera down, raise my
okay.
leg up. So yeah, I'm wearing these they're kind of like I think they're called Nairobi brown, but
Oh,
they're
very
they're
great.
quite they're quite a dark brown. Thank you. They I don't. You haven't got the shop in America, but there's a very
We don't have
bougie
any shops here.
supermarket in there's a very bougie supermarket in the UK called Waitrose, and I was in there one day and I noticed that they had a whole range of different shades of brown
Oh,
tights that were sheer tights that were all reduced. They were like kind of like 50 cents, 50p each, and I was like, okay, we're going shopping. So yeah.
rub
So
it
I'm
in.
wearing today, and it's interesting because what you said about the fashion and the fetish, one of the things I've only been active on Instagram within the community for about a week, but it's really interesting to feel how the community holds these different aspects. So the aspect of people who for whom it is about, the clothes that they want to wear, they want to be seen in, the outfits that they have, and then people for whom it is much more of an intimate, sexual, arousing, uh, exciting form, and then obviously a spectrum, people who occupy a place between.
Yeah, which I think everybody, on some level does. I mean, I guess for me, I'm a dyed in the wool pantyhose whore. I guess that came from just all the positive reinforcement that I got as a young like wearer where it was like, oh,
Hmm.
you look so great. You know what I mean? Like I'm sort of like Pavlov's
Yeah.
dog, where it's like I'm not doing it right
Yeah.
if I'm not turning someone on. So,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
eventually
Yeah.
that's gonna. I mean, I'm sure that's gonna age gracefully, right? Like, I mean, eventually I'm gonna, you know, be like, am I turning anyone on? And they're like, no, Grandpa, you're 300 years old. And I'll be like, are you sure? But
Still got it.
still got
Still
it.
ready.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
but I mean, how does it feel to be? I mean, how has the interactions been? How have you felt talking to people? Has it been was it as scary as you thought it would be?
No, no. The opposite. The opposite. It literally. It's just like the fear, the hesitation was all about opening the door. And as soon as that door was open, all I felt was love. All I felt was love and respect and warmth. Like this really incredible sense of people just kind of turning up with open hearts and having some really amazing conversations. And some of those being sexual and some of them being more cerebral and lots of questions around when this started. I mean, I think just an ability to feel not alone in something that certainly my experience being, I mean, I'm like 110, so pre the internet, like my experience was that this like I didn't know anyone else who did this. This was nowhere, there was no representation around.
I mean, you can't. I mean, like you joke, but like you seem to. I mean, you're not like. I mean, I know some hosers who were like in their 60s, 70s, and stuff like that. Like that's though that's one kettle of fish. I mean, but you seem like the average age. I mean, is it fair to ask your age? I mean,
Yeah, of course, of course, of course. I mean, my energy level is probably about five, but my physical body is 52.
well, I mean, you look fantastic. So
Thank you very much. Likewise. Yeah, yeah. The power of the pantyhose keeping us young. But
yeah,
yeah, I mean it's like there were representations on media, mostly superheroes. I think probably for what maybe a younger generation
oh yeah,
now sees more with spandex and lycra and that kind of like bodysuit. For me it was like Batman and Robin in the
oh yeah,
1960s
Robin.
TV.
What an interesting choice they did. They were like just straight up put him in pantyhose.
Yeah, and not just pantyhose, but they had two men living together in a kind of fantastical castle,
Oh yeah,
wearing pantyhose, and tight-fitting clothing, and going off and frequently finding themselves being tied up by
yeah,
laughing villains.
yeah.
Yeah,
It sounds like
good
a great
choices.
weekend. Like is what it
Yeah, doesn't it? Right, exactly.
like I always was like I always wish I could be Robin for Halloween, but like I'm not I mean like I'm too broad to be Robin. Like I'm too like built to be Robin. There's nothing boyish about me. Like,
Ooh, that's hot though, like a built Robin. Oh,
oh okay. All right, maybe
yeah, 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 yeah. Don't let that hold you back. I would buy a ticket to that show.
all right. Well, I mean, hey, if that's the case, I'd be like, by the way, we do have a Patreon if you ever want to see shows. Which
No,
though
it's
honestly,
important. Definitely
it is.
support.
I mean, but I encourage everybody to get onto it, not just because it's a shameless way to keep the show funded, but it's a way
Mhm,
to have the community cohesive. And plus, there's thousands of pictures that I've been collecting for over the past 300 years that are like exclusive original pics that include me, include other models that have submitted
mhm,
over the years that are like
mhm,
I just want to be on display. And it's
mhm,
a great
mhm.
way for everybody to sort of get to know each other in that like intimate way. And
Yeah.
um, you know, because I mean, everybody's got their OnlyFans page, right? But like I have the encyclopedia of it. Like I have been hoarding this stuff since 2005, baby. That's
Woo, it's vintage.
it's oh yeah, there's some vintage stuff on there. There's been stuff on there where I'm like, oh yeah, those pictures were sailing me through my college years, if you know what I'm saying.
Brilliant. 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 I love that.
So, okay, so give me an example of uh one of the more like cool conversations that you had, and if you can name names with the person you had with, so they
Ooh,
won't mind. And if they
ooh.
do, they
If
can
they,
stand up and yell at me.
well, okay, that's really interesting. Well, so I am. Yeah, I mean, I mean, so you've just hit on something which is making me feel a little bit havery because, for example, one of the coolest conversations I've been having is with someone who is on Instagram and is on the platform, but you wouldn't know, looking at their channel, looking at their page, that there was anything for them about tights or pantyhose. There's
Well,
nothing there.
I wonder if I would know because I
So
know everything.
so I mean, yeah, I'm imagining. I mean, the reason why I'm not saying it is just
Because
because it
they're
doesn't
not
feel
your
necessarily like my thing to say, you know.
friends. I got
But there have been, yeah, there are some really beautiful guys out there who are all living such unique lives. You know, it's not like we're all in the same football team. You know, there are so many niches and differences, so many different inspirations. So obviously, I'm thinking of someone who is very, very interested in Peter Pan as as a model, as a way, as a style, as a look, dresses himself frequently like Peter, and just glorious,
It's
you
always
know. And
hard to
then
find
obviously,
green tights, though. I've found like
hey,
it's hard to find really good shiny green tights. I've noticed.
right. Okay. Well, he's got it licked because he has a great collection, and one of my favorite colors, not in a tight pantyhose way, just in general way, is that kind of moment where blue and green meet.
Mm.
So I'm here for wherever he's sourcing his pantyhose. I'm here for them. They're
Did you
gorgeous.
ask where he got them? Where he got them?
No, I haven't yet. No, no. But also, you know, I'm not. Am I ready to do some more shopping yet? I don't think I am at the moment. I think you know, I've got a few. One of the things that I'm also interested in as an artist is what happens when the pantyhose get ruined.
Oh, you're an artist. That's great.
Maybe. Yeah,
Well,
yeah. This is we're in my studio at the moment. So one of the things that I've been doing for a little while is I've been creating these little, I call them things. They're like little creatures that are basically made of like bits of old, like laddered, torn, messed up pantyhose. And then I use remnants of fabrics and create these little beings. And I go and like either gift them like kind of tree decorations, you know, but gift them to trees here and there. In pagan culture, there's Celtic culture, there's an idea of the cloity rags, the cloity trees, where
right.
you people would hang bits of fabric from trees that were by wells or that had a sort of particular spirit importance. So it feels really nice to be making these and like just yeah, going
Yeah,
around and making offerings with them.
bringing spirituality to the
Yeah, yeah,
motion of it. Do you have one
yeah.
on hand that you could show us? Is there?
That's a really good, I have actually a few that I've made upstairs, but it would mean going upstairs. I don't actually have one right here.
Okay.
Um,
Well, do you have the
but I
time?
can, yeah.
I'd hate to make you lose because I know that you're on watching time, but I
I mean,
would I would
I can
love to
go. I
see.
can go. I can
Yeah.
go. Hang on, let me go. Let me go find them. So, yee. So yeah. So these are the little ones.
Oh, cool.
So they just hello.
Oh, that's so cool. And you make those all
Um,
from from old tights and pantyhose.
yeah, yeah, and then just kind of, you know, I do work with fabric. I make. Am I wearing it? No, no, I don't think I am. I make t-shirts and various things like that.
Really?
So
Oh,
Yeah, I have like,
we've been talking about possibly making one for the channel, like making a t-shirt for the channel.
oh, that would be
We
really
should team
cool. Yeah,
up.
definitely.
Should
Yeah,
team.
definitely. That's it. Yeah, I'd love to. That would be amazing. Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Oh my
Yeah. Yeah,
goodness.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
so, so these things, do you sell them, or you just do you give them as
No,
gifts,
no,
or
no, no. I mean, I have sold my words and I've sold my paintings and my drawings, but for some reason, which is not entirely clear to me, my fabric pieces I give. I don't sell them, I just give them.
gotcha. All right, maybe.
Your face.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was interesting seeing your face because I think, because we're in quite a culture where everything is moneyed. Everything is kind of like money is the engine.
I can understand that. I mean, maybe there is a part of you that's like, all right, this is a new like, because there is a intersection of sexuality and spirituality that I think comes with the pantyhose wearing. I think
Yeah.
there is, I call it a sexual superpower. Um, maybe you want to keep
Yes.
that part
Yes.
secret.
Love that.
Um, but what other kind of paintings do you do? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
are you classically trained? Did you go to school for it? Or are you what would you say
No,
your
no, I'm no,
style
I'm not
of
trained.
painting?
I'm not trained at all. So my well, I can actually. So this was from a series that I did, the Zen Bombs.
Oh,
I
that's
did
badass.
these. Yeah, do you like?
Uh-huh. I do very much.
So I did a series of paintings and then got them made into stickers and then was just slapping them around the place. So phrases, kind of phrases that I think probably I needed to hear at the time. This was a project from 8 years ago, 7, 8 years ago, and yeah, yeah. And this was the first painting that I did in the series. I think there's like about 20 paintings. Anyway, so that was one thing. My style, yeah, like color is really important to me. I yeah, my I guess when I was a kid, around the time that I was discovering pantyhose, I loved drawing. I would draw in my parents' books. I would draw on the walls. I would draw anywhere. And then my parents separated, and it was a really, really bad divorce. Very, very ugly, very messy, very painful, very violent. And living with my mum after. I think part of the thing that was really central to me was not making life difficult for her. And
Right.
part of what like art involves is making a mess. So, one of the phrases that she used to say to me was stop creating. Like, and she
Ooh,
would use creating as a phrase, as a word meaning acting up or being difficult or being challenging or
that's
being a
that
little gay boy. But it went quite deep for me in the
yeah,
sense
well,
that I
that's a
then felt
cool that's a
like,
cool
yeah,
thing.
I felt like this wasn't, like I mustn't do any of this. So I didn't take an artistic route at all. I took a very academic route. I ended up studying history at Oxford University, where the
Yeah.
buildings were very very much like your castle, but it's like this a little bit like the tights thing, and that's why I'm really interested with what you said about the link between sexuality and spirituality, which I totally get. It's like this kind of force wouldn't be stopped. It was like a kind
Yeah.
of spring that wanted to come through. And so once I got away to university and didn't have to worry about making the mess, then this spring kind of started to bubble up, and it was then that I started to just kind of make and kind of teach myself and learn from. I went out with an artist who was really helpful in helping me kind of like break a lot of the restrictions that were on me. And yeah, and I've just let it come through. I mean, I don't feel like I'm a proper artist because I didn't go to art school, but I can't imagine a world where I'm not making every day.
Let me ask you something. Have you been paid money for your artwork?
Yes.
Well, then that means technically you are a professional artist. Like,
Yeah, I have been, and I
declare it
feel
on your
really
taxes.
humbled and grateful. Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you. Thank
that's
you.
yeah.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, that actually counts. Like I can declare myself an influencer because I can declare it on my taxes. And so like and especially in the creative fields, don't you can't
Mm,
devalue it. Don't be like, well, I'm not a proper artist because I didn't go to art school. Well,
mm.
Tori Amos didn't know how to read music until she was in her 40s, and she started playing piano at 2. So, you know, uh,
She she is what she's one of my favorite all-time musicians,
me too.
and I was lucky enough
Interview
to
her.
interview her.
I
Yeah.
got yeah, I got to
Did
interview her.
you?
Yes, I
Yeah.
did. I did. I did.
She's amazing.
She is
What an
amazing.
amazing force
She
of nature.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, amazing
Yeah.
and as cool as
Okay.
you think she would be. As cool as you think she would be. Like,
Yeah, 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 yeah. And as magical, as otherworldly,
oh yeah.
and like music that has come through her that
Just like
I
Mozart.
couldn't imagine my life not listening to. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
She's
Very,
really literally
very bad.
there's
Very
a book
bad.
called This Is Your Brain on Music, and the author goes, "What makes a Mozart? What makes a Tori Amos?" And I was like, "Yup, thank you,"
Mm,
because that's how good she
mm.
is. Like, she
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
Mozart good.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, how many people start playing
yeah,
piano at
yeah,
2? Like,
yeah, yeah.
2. I, I was
Oh no, absolutely, absolutely. Like just, well, I think, but this is interesting. I think actually, this is what we all have the potential to be. I think we all come into the world with our gifts,
Yeah,
and I think it's whether we have an environment that encourages us to
right,
go there,
right.
and whether we have an environment that maybe halts us and that we find our way through. It's all good. It's all good creatively. There's no
Ha-
bad creation.
Have you thought about doing any sort of pantyhose inspired paintings?
I did a project it was just before lockdown. Again, it's interesting. I'm being reminded with these little creatures, with these little things. I'm being reminded of the way that sometimes uh, projects that I think of as almost like remnant projects actually become quite central. So I was painting before COVID, where I was living in London, and I found an old 1920s like book for boys that was like the kind of like colonial like what would you call it, like a sort of annual full of stories that were all about white men taking over the world, triumphing over the bad black people, the bad brown people, and the paper was really thick, and I was like, I wanna fuck this up. I want to paint on this, and so I created a book called The Great Book of Boys, which is basically paintings of men having really good times with themselves, with each other, in groups. And one of the first pictures, I just had a really amazing night with the most beautiful young guy who was wearing fishnet tights, and we had a really amazing time. And I sort of began by honoring by painting him, and then the whole book is basically filled with these images, and I painted over the words, leaving some free to create new stories, to create basically like, like tales of arousal and eroticism and desire.
Yeah,
So yeah, there
because
there there have been people in tights in that.
oh
But
well,
I haven't maybe I think this is the thing why it's so exciting to talk with you, is that I feel like I'm very much at the beginning of a journey here.
I mean, I don't want to, I don't want to, be too much of a self-promoter, but if you ever need anybody to pose for you for any sort of purposes, I mean, I would, I'm sure I could find time to
Could
do.
you? Could you though?
I think so. I think I can make it happen. I just would, you know, just, I mean, my ego, it's small, but I would, sure.
We'd manage somehow.
I think
I'd love to. I mean, I remember the first pictures I saw of you. I can't remember where I was. It was some years ago now, and I remember seeing you and thinking, "Wow, just wow. Like this is a beautiful, strong, confident human looking incredible. Like the glossiness of your tights was just like, oh, the shine, It was, yeah,
oh,
love that. So yeah, be an honor.
oh well, then let's. We will be discussing this further.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna have more conversations
Oh,
outside of this.
absolutely. I
Definitely,
mean,
definitely, definitely.
so how are we doing on time? Are we doing okay on time? How much longer do
We're
you have?
doing okay. We're coming to the end. One of the things I'd just like to talk about because of your hat and again with the community is um I I really like having my hairy legs.
Well, it's okay. I mean, like you can like what you like. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, I love seeing, there are guys that I've seen who shave and they look amazing. But it's there's what I've really enjoyed within the communities within the communities is chatting with the guys who also have hairy legs, going, yes, hairy
yeah,
legs. So
you guys
yeah.
are the minority and the minority.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But we're there.
No, you're definitely there. I mean, look, and I'm not saying that I'm kicking anybody out of bed for it. I just for
Great.
it's the sensation really that is what, like, I don't know if you've ever shaved.
Okay.
It just trying out how it feels is something you should try at least once,
Okay. Okay.
because it
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
it's really like it takes the tactile sensation and like amplifies it by 1,000. And then
Oh
hair growth.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, but
Okay. Okay.
I also do love the look of it, because my legs hairy would just, like, I would look too much like a great ape. You know what I'm saying? Like, very, very,
Mm.
like, you've got
Oh
nice,
wow.
like,
Really? What? Like really hairy?
oh yeah, like I'm covered. I'm like a furry, furry, furry dude. So like you're like lightly hairy.
Beautiful.
You've
You.
got like light hair.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I mean, I mean, it's all disappeared from up here. It's all gone from the head.
Like your leg
This
hair is
is
very,
quite intact.
yeah, but your leg hair is very
Let's
fine.
can we bring the legs in so that we can see? I mean, I think like yeah. I mean, I there's a bit of hair. There's a bit of
Yeah,
hair
I'm
here.
not saying I'm saying it like, but it's like evenly distributed. It like I've got the swarthy, like, Jewish kind of thing going, where it's like,
Oh, nice,
yeah,
nice.
like I can do an imitation of carpet real easy. Like,
Okay. Are there when I sign up to Patreon, will there be pictures of the hairy you?
I would do it. There have been requests. I would do it if I would do it for the lulz, sure.
Well, listen, I'd be really up for seeing it.
There are tons of pictures on there of me where I have my shaved legs, but my massively hairy chest. Like,
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool, cool, cool.
like
That's yeah.
where the
I just
chest
want.
is so hairy, it almost like you can't see through it. It's pretty.
And
It's
how do you? What's your way of removing hair? How do you? What's
I
your
buzz
preferred
it. I
way?
just buzz it with a buzzer because I'm not gonna like a trimmer. And then my secret is that I wear a bodysuit underneath, so it just hides the hair a little bit, just for aesthetic purposes. This is all an illusion. Really, when you see me, I'm actually I'm actually a forest gnome that that just but no, people are always like, so do you like do you wear every second of the day? And I'm like, well, no, I mean, I can't. Like, I have to go to the
Mm-hmm.
bathroom, and sometimes,
Mm.
sometimes you got to take them off. But you know,
How does it work with a bodysuit and the toilet?
well, it's actually the top half is a pair of pantyhose that are cut, so it's like a top
Oh,
part, and then
okay.
the bottom part
Okay.
are I just pull them down. But this thing just unzips and comes down real easy. Like this
Okay,
is,
nice.
obviously you don't want to be wearing this if you've got some upset stomach, mind you. But then again,
Sure.
if you have upset stomach, pantyhose are probably not going to be your outfit of choice anyway.
No, no, exactly, exactly. There's and it's interesting. It's interesting because one of the things that I think I'm so excited about right now is the celebrating the wearing of pantyhose for people who felt like they were never allowed to, and also clocking the people, the women who grew up thinking they had to wear pantyhose, rejecting them and saying, We're not wearing these."
Yeah,
I
because
really like that.
yeah, because the women were told they had to wear them, which made them all go, fuck this shit. And then
Yes.
the boys were told you can't wear them, which made us all go, ooh.
Yes.
It's
That face.
it's I mean it's kind of comical, like how they say like don't do this and then you do this, and then it just
Yeah.
creates the immediate dichotomy. But I will say, like,
Yeah.
us guys, I mean, I know there are some women out there with the pantyhose fetish, but we guys, man, do we have a corner on that market? Something is up with our wiring where when it hits
Yeah.
us, it hits us like it's like trying to remove what's the expression? Um, stink off shit. Trying to remove stink ain't going anywhere. You can push it
Totally.
down,
Totally.
you can try to push it
Totally.
away, but it's
Mm-mm,
gonna
mm-mm.
resurface. So
Definitely. Amen. 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 Listen, Pantyhose King, I've got to shoot to do some work, but
yeah,
this is just be. I hope we, in whatever format, I hope we get a chance to talk again because
oh,
this has just been
absolutely. Absolutely.
glorious.
You'll be back on the
Thank
show again because I want to introduce you to my other co-host, Higher Lycra. And
Yeah.
I think people are gonna really like love you, and I think you're gonna get uh following of your own pretty soon. I mean,
Thank
like
you.
you I definitely see you becoming a positive mainstay of the community. So
Thank
I'm
you.
really happy that you've gotten a chance to talk to you, and I will be like I will be following up about that art stuff because man,
Mm,
because I mean like pantyhose art. Trust me,
mm,
there are some people out there, like some like guys in the community who
mm.
would be really interested in that kind of stuff. You may end up
Okay. Okay.
finding people
Okay.
who would commission it. I've always wanted to find people that were able to do that because how cool would it be to have hanging in your house some sort of like piece that was, you know, tastefully done, that was, you know, uh an homage to a pantyhose fetish, but yet was one that was like that can be hung in a setting that isn't going to offend the general populace. You know what I mean?
That's okay. You're definitely sowing some seeds in my brain, and I'm here for that. I'm here for
Well, I'm
that.
glad I can sow some seeds. I'm always trying to put seeds into people. I just blowing them out everywhere. I can't help it. It's just
Listen, it's been such an honor. Thank you so much for having me.
well, thank you, and tell everybody where they can see you on your social on the socials.
Okay, so Instagram, pretty much just Instagram, Tights Bloke, and yeah, yeah, and I'll link to my art projects there as well.
Yes, and I will put everything in the show notes. And thank you so much again, and we'll definitely be having you on for repeat interviews.
Amazing, amazing. We'll speak soon. You take care,
All
fella.
right.
Yeah, bye. Bye bye.